At Blackwell Meadows this afternoon, Darlington welcome bottom of the table Boston United in a Vanarama National League North clash. Looking to follow up on a 1-0 win over Farsley on Bank Holiday Monday, the home side names an unchanged 16. But for the visitors looking to avoid their worst start since 1992, it's 3 changes forced by a combination of injuries and suspension, as Luke Shields, Janai Gordon and Colin Oppong are out, with Jean-Leroy Bellahoun, Alex Brown and a debut for Byron Harrison coming in.
Purver on the ball, played to Moke across to Griffiths. Nice for Darlington to move it side to side. Griffiths' cross is blocked, and then the second ball is half clear, but Purver picks it up. Purver's ball to Moke is a little sloppy there, but Moke makes something out of it, finds Felix to Griffiths. It's going to come back to Felix to Moke to Purver. Purver invites Sukar to come and take the ball on, which he does, and then Sukar finds a ball into Mark Beck's feet. This is beautiful from Darlington. Comes to Lambert. Darlington still in possession. Lots of passes in a row before Lambert gets that shot. Just scoops it over the bar, but that's a nice bit of football from the Quakers.
Very good spell of possession. Early doors for the Quakers there, culminating in the first chance of the game. The linesman, assistant referee, agrees with him.
Moke in possession, twists and turns, looks for something, finds Purver. Darlington with almost all of the possession so far, with Sukar again, nice ball in, finds Hazel. Hazel has the shot, great effort, good save by Sam Long. Lovely play from Sukar, found Hazel. Hazel touched left-footed shot, good shot, good save.
Span on that, pings one in left-footed. Sam Long watching it all the way, good height for him, not too far away. Just dives to his right, palms it away.
Thrown into the feet of Byron Harrison. He plays it inside. Chance for Boston to cross, and Lawler clears the first ball, and then Lambert just hooks that miles in the air, completely the wrong direction on top of the tin shed roof for a corner.
I think he's trying to play that back away over his head, and he just slices at it.
So the referee signals that he's watching that situation. Mabeka, I think it is. Ball comes right under the box. Taylor punches it, not very convincingly. It comes back out, headed off the line. It's cleared in the end, but Taylor was being impeded.
Similar situation to one in a Premier League game earlier in the week. I think it was Aston Villa Arsenal, wasn't it?
Really been involved, Kane Felix, so far. Boston in possession down their left hand side. Chance to cross comes in. Lawler heads it. It's still in the box though for Boston. Half a chance for a shot there, as still on the edge of the box. It's Scott Pollock on the edge. He plays it wide for the cross. Cross comes in around the penalty spot area. Comes all the way across to, I think it's Mbeka, and it's been put goal bound, and Taylor blocked it, and then it's pushed wide. The flag did stay down. I was half thinking there might be an offside.
I think it might have been Bellahoun who has the initial shot, is it? Or no, you're right, it's Mbeka, and it does just get a flick on its way through. Tommy Taylor reacts really well to keep that out, and then the rebound sent wide.
Boston asking some questions in this last couple of minutes. Couple of good chances. Difficult to tell from this angle whether he's in an offside position or not, but the flag certainly did stay down. Darlington having a couple of little warnings fired at them by Boston there. Now they play the ball down the right hand side, and it's Alex Brown, the left back, who slices it out for a throw into Darlington. Ball back in play, put it into the box. Beck is beaten to that one in the air, but it comes to Hazel. Here's the Lambert on the edge, trying to play one through to Hazel in the box. Hazel gets a shot away. Second shot, top corner, but the referee's brought that back for something. What's he brought it back for, Mike? Was it
not entirely sure? I think certainly more involved. I mean, we talk about Felix not being as involved today. Hazel certainly more involved than he was on Monday so far. 2 good shots that the keepers had to save, and then that disallowed goal.
Ball played forward by Boston United left hand side into Scott Pollock, who's having to run at Alex Purver down towards the corner flag. Purver holds him up, turns him back. Pollock comes back though. He's got a teammate there who can put a left-footed cross in. Cross does come in back post. It's pulled back inside, and referee's decided there's a free kick there, has he? Has he given a penalty? You're joking.
He's given a penalty.
Well, nobody around Blackwell Meadows know what he's given. The referee has seen it within his gift there to give a penalty, and I've got to scratch a head on that. There was a coming together at the back post. It's Byron Harrison who's got round the back, but there's only one person in Blackwell Meadows has any idea what he's given there.
Has he been pulled down as he's tried to play that back across, and then it's come off a Darlow player and deflected wide, and we thought for a second he'd given maybe a goal kick for some reason, but
steps up, and scores. Sends Tommy Taylor the wrong way. Well, maybe on the replay we'll look back on the highlights and there's a real infringement in there, but that looks the softest penalty you'll see for many a long day. Well, probably since last week, actually,
Not
when
clear
Darlington got a soft one.
Not clear from up here. And when I've got messages saying shirt pull a handball, it's not clear from up here. It'll be clearer on the highlights on the replay, hopefully, when we watch this back.
I mean, it is. You know, we're trying to look back there. The cross comes in left-hand side. It's Scott Pollock who puts the cross in from the left. It's not actually. It's Joe Leasley puts it in left-footed. 32.5 minutes gone though here at Blackwell Meadows. If you just joined us, Boston United have the 1-goal lead. So a 20th minute penalty. The referee is given a free kick there for a clear foul on Mark Beck.
10 minutes to get the noise levels up.
Lambert stands over this free kick, just going to chip one in for everyone to compete for. Beck wins the header. He's just headed it down towards goal where Sam Long picks it up. There's Pollock stands over it. In swinging ball. Good delivery. It's headed clear by Headley, but only as far as the edge of the box. Lawler goes to press Harrison. Harrison just scoops one into the middle. There's a couple of Boston players there queued up to have an attempt on target. Not really very much power in it.
Head on it and heads it straight at Tommy Taylor.
Taylor takes it quickly, looking for Lambert down this left-hand side. Lambert is going to get there and bring the ball under control, but Darlington's slow to get forward. Lambert runs past his man. There's a late challenge in on Lambert there. The referee's going for his red card, and that's a red card. And I have to say, I am not convinced about that one either. We'll try and take another look at it. It's not too far away from us, Mike. That one, you tell me what you saw.
I saw him go into his pocket there, and I thought that was going to be yellow at worst. Red is a surprise.
Lambert had just taken a little tug, which slowed him down a little bit. Oh no! I tell you what, I've just had another look at it, and I say is it Mbeka?
Yes.
Do you remember earlier in the game he went for a nothing challenge down in the corner flag against Lambert, and we said how it was so unconventional that he went in with his studs up, both feet showing. He's done it again. Mbeka has played wide to Felix. Felix 1-1 up against his man. He's heading for the byline. See if he can get something out of it. He does get the cross into the box. It's headed clear, only as far as the edge of the box. Purver's on it, takes a touch past his man, looks up, sees Headley. Headley left side, gets up, puts the right foot across into the box. Beck's underneath it, but it's a good bit of defending. Moke's chasing after the ball as it comes back, heads it down to Headley. Headley steps inside, tries to play one, but it comes off a Boston player and then deflects out. But Griffiths has picked up possession again for Darlington on the right-hand side, finds Lawler. Darlington just need to keep this little bit of intensity going here. Sukar's on the ball, finds Headley. Headley comes inside, finds Moke, tight to the left-hand side touchline. Moke inside to Lambert. Lambert to Headley. Headley with another chance to cross. Cross comes in. Beck's underneath it. Goalkeeper comes. Not sure who got the touch, but the referee's given a foul on the goalkeeper there. Headley plays it forward where Hazel is in a little bit of space, left-hand side. Hazel comes in onto his right foot and then plays it back to Purver. Purver has options. Finds Beck, edge of the box. Beck's trying to turn. He drops it back to Purver. Purver 25 yards from goal finds Lambert on the edge of the box and then gets the ball back, turns it to Headley. Headley is going to cross it right-footed. It's a high looping cross. There's contact in the box there on Hazel that the referee isn't interested in. About 10 times as much of a foul as the one that he gave for the penalty. Corner's taken short. Lambert on the second ball. Comes across, but it's cleared by Leasley. Purver heads the ball up to Beck. Beck wins the header. Lawler wins the next header. It's into the box, headed clear. Comes back to Sukar, who finds Moke with a deft header. He finds Felix on the right-hand side. Felix does a step over, stands his man up, but comes back to Moke. Moke clips one high into the box. Beck's underneath it, gets the header. Mark Beck gets the equaliser. Great leap in the air, finds the top corner.
Superb header into that top corner. Sam Long's reaching for it, he's not getting to it. Moke floats one across, and it's been crosses from the left from Headley. They haven't been finding their target. Adriano Moke does. We wanted an early goal in the second half. We've got it. Mark Beck equalises. Darlington 1, Boston 1.
That's a fantastic bit of centre forward play by big Mark Beck. There's not a lot on the cross because Moke lifts it so high. It comes down out of the sky without a lot of power on. But Mark Beck so strong, raises himself, powerfully heads it into the top corner. A great finish by Mark Beck.
4th of the season.
Well, we said get the goal before the hour mark, and this game looks a little more positive. Takes a bit of panic out of things. Griffiths wins the header as we're back underway, finds Purver. Purver down the line, finds Beck. Beck tries to find Felix with a touch.
On terms, a man up, 40 minutes to go.
Darlington have started this second half
Certainly
better.
Have.
Darlington need to keep the intensity, don't they, Mike?
They do. It's a third consecutive 1-1 draw for the visitors as it stands, but the Quakers will be keen to ensure they leave with nothing. And all the momentum is with the home side now. But momentum doesn't win you matches. We need another goal.
Griffiths on the ball on the halfway line, comes back to Lawler. Moke drops off into the hole. He finds a nice ball left to Headley. Headley, who's playing almost as a right-footed left winger so far in the second half. He finds Purver inside. Darlington working it forward to Lambert, 35 yards from goal. Lambert lifts his head, has the shot, goalkeeper pushes it out. The flag had gone up anyway. The ball came back to Hazel, who couldn't. Jake Lawler picks the ball up from Taylor and drives forward, finds Moke. Moke drops it back. Game's here for the taking for Darlington, really. Lawler plays the ball forward looking for Beck. Beck takes it on his chest, finds the drive and shot. Great save, comes back out. This time the flag stays down. It is Jacob Hazel. This time around finds the back of the net. Darlington go 2-1 up.
And Mark Beck involved again, laying that one down for Lambert. His shot palmed away by Sam Long. Deja vu, but this time a different outcome. Jacob Hazel gets to the rebound. He's not offside. He doesn't miss. The Quakers lead.
Lambert had the great rasp and shot. Long did well to put it out, but Jacob Hazel stuck it in the back of the net.
And within 10 minutes, within 11 minutes of the second half getting underway, that extra man taken full advantage of. The Quakers have turned it round and lead. Still 35 minutes to go.
Boston
But
players
it's looking
just
a lot
gathering
better.
themselves, trying to encourage themselves on. I mean, they've got it all to do now, Boston United. But again, the goal comes because the opposition can't handle Mark Beck. They pumped the ball up to him, and Beck didn't even have to win the header. He just stood off and chested it down to Jack Lambert. Hazel sees Mark Beck in front of him. He's having his shirt pulled there, and the referee has a think about it. With Jake Lawler forward. Lambert on the ball. Puts it around about the penalty spot, but it's headed clear first time of asking, and then Purver can't find the wide ball, but snaps into a challenge which emerges right to Jack Lambert. Lambert with a chance to come inside on his right foot. He's going to have a shot. It's taken a touch on the way in, and it's Jake Lawler, I think, who stabbed that in from a couple of yards.
Well, there we go. 3-1 to the Quakers, and I think you're right, it is Jake Lawler. It's another Jack Lambert shot that gets a deflection. This time it's off one of his own men, which I guess means he gets to claim the assist. And for the first time this season, Jake Lawler gets his name on the score sheet. And from 0-1 at half time, within 20 minutes, it's 3-1 to the Quakers.
Jack Lambert came in onto his right foot. He absolutely fired the ball. It wasn't going anywhere near the goal. It was going across the face. But it's one of those where if there's any contact on it, it's likely to go in the net. And it's Jake Lawler who provided the contact.
Second time in a week the Quakers benefit from a deflected Jack Lambert shot.
This gets it after a poor touch by Alex Brown. Griffiths comes back into it. Central position 35 yards from goal, but that's a very poor pass. Leasley's just stood there to pick that one up, but he moves forward and realises he hasn't really got anyone in front of him. Only substitute Jake Wright. Wright comes on and plays the ball back to Crawford. Crawford finds a nice ball into the box there. It's a shot into the side net, which was a very good chance from Scott Pollock. Fair play to the Boston United fans. Half a dozen of them behind that goal, cheering the team on. If they've been stood there all day, they must be absolutely soaking.
I'm probably not too happy either.
Boston chance to cross, put one under the box. It's headed up against the crossbar. It's a great header by Jake Wright. I don't know whether Taylor got a hand on it or not.
Has Taylor tipped that onto the bar, or has it come down onto his hands? It's moved so quickly.
Great chance, and that just shows how this game might not be over yet. And I didn't see that. That's right in front of us. I didn't see the free kick there, did you?
No. As the clock ticks towards 45.
Sun's come out now, Mike.
It has.
Ball played down the right hand side by Boston United. Flag stays down, the player's onside. Good cross again. Griffiths has only played it against a man, and it's a second goal for Boston. Scott Pollock and Darlington have had their foot off the gas.
They have. And they've been punished for it there.
Had the warning when Wright hit the crossbar, and This last 30 seconds plus stoppages might be a little more hairy than it needed to be.
Scott Pollock on the end of that one. He scored the penalty as well. 2 for him, 2 for Boston. 3 for Darlow, but complacency. Foot taken off the gas. The 10 men have suddenly set up a far more interesting finish to the game than we thought we were going to get.
There'll be a minimum of 4 minutes.
Of anything you're going to do, just keep possession. Either go to the corner or turn
to the
around
corner
again.
flag or play a simpler ball than that, and then Lambert with the flick over his head.
15 seconds of the 4 minutes now remain. Mark Beck wins a header on the halfway line. Darlington looking leggy. Boston with their tails up, having a go at it. They're just going to put it into the box, I think. Ball played down the line. Headley hooks
Referee's
it clear.
had a check of the watch.
The referee blows the full-time whistle.
There we go.
Darlington emerged 3-2 the victors. It was a hairy, scary last few minutes, Mike, but summed that game up for us.
Well, bright start from the Quakers that ultimately led to nothing, and then punished for that after 20 minutes by a penalty from Scott Pollock. Questionable whether it should have been given. We'll look at it again on the highlights, which is probably where you're hearing this. And then the game changes on a red card, and not for the first time at Blackwell Meadows this season that's the case, when LeBrun and Baker were sent off at the end of the first half. The